Hey guys, it's KJM and it's hump day. Yesterday I gave you guys a quick update through a reel and a TikTok on how I was doing in my waist training journey. Today is a more detailed update for those of you that are really interested in starting waist training and for those of you that are interested in using LUXX curves. Like I said, this is the company I started with. So far, it's working for me, but you can do what's good for you. So I'm going to touch a topic today that is really specific to LUXX curves. But before I get into that topic, I am just going to give you guys a general update. So I finally got my small waist trainer. So it's a small and I have two extenders on. So I'm breaking in a new waist trainer today. So that means I have retired the large, baby. So the large is retired. Okay. So as you can see, this bad boy got really stretched out over time. Like for the last 2 months. Like it's so crazy. I think I'm down about at least 4 inches. I think I'm at 34 inches. But surprisingly, as I was going by the measurements, and I don't know if I'm measuring right, once I was on the very last notch of the large, I really thought it's time to break in the small, put on the extenders, like I originally did when the large arrived, and then see. So this morning when I put the small on with both extenders, it kind of felt too comfortable and like a little bit loose. So I realized I probably needed to go over one more on the first extender. I think as the next couple of days come, I may find out that it's just like with this waist trainer where I only need one extender. So yes, okay, I'm recycling this. And if you guys don't know what extenders look like, it looks like this, but I'm gonna come back to this topic in a second. And so just to show you guys, see that's an S for small from LUXX Curves. That's what I have on. So because my torso is 11.5 inches, this is a small waist trainer, medium torso. I'm a medium torso woman. I'm really happy with it. I think it covers all the areas that I wanted it to. Okay, before I get any further, so if you guys see little marks like on my boobies, I always have to wear boob tape and pasties. I don't have any pasties on right now, so I hope I don't flash you. But I'm so super sensitive to both that when I take it off, sometimes it leaves like little black and blues, like where the tape marks are. So that's what you're seeing, but you shouldn't see any nipples. I think I have enough coverage unless I start busting a wine that you guys won't see anything. So now that I have a new waist trainer, I also decided, look what happened to these gloves in 2 months. I decided to, I'm now going to throw these out. And I have now broken in a new pair of rubber gloves to help me put on my waist trainer. So yay! Now, if you're asking what I'm going to do with the large waist trainer, I'm still going to keep it. You never know when you could bounce back, maybe put on some more weight in the gut area. So and if I'm traveling, I may take that one. It just depends if I just want to have it on for a little bit, but I don't plan on getting rid of it. I plan on keeping my waist trainers because you never know. You can bounce up and down. Like I'm still only about 60 days into this journey. You just never know. I may need the large, hopefully not, but maybe. Okay, so that's where I'm at. So I'm in a small. For those of you that don't know, for LUXX Curves, this is the Perfect Curves. This is their most popular waist trainer. I think it's got 6 steel, kind of like steel rods in the front to kind of keep you sucked in. So I'm excited because I do think after the first 30 days of waist training, it gets so much easier. Like this morning I got up, I put my cortisone cream on, let it dry, I put my dress on, then I went and got the extenders, I got my gloves, and I was in a full-blown routine. So I think if you can get past the first 30 days of waist training and stay consistent, I think it only gets easier from there, not harder. So far I haven't missed a day of waist training, but there's going to be a time where I may be on vacation or whatever, and it's just not feasible to do it because I don't see this going with a bikini anytime soon. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. The more you do it is the more you only need to waist train. I think they said a couple days a week for, somewhere between 5 to 8 hours, something like that. Anyway, so what is this video about? This video is about extenders, and this is personal to LUXX curves. So here I have a brand new set of like medium 11.5 inches medium torso extenders. Since my old ones are still in good shape, I'm actually using my old extenders and then just saving these for as time goes on and I may need them. So extenders, it's a big battle when you first start off with LUXX curves. Some people say don't get extenders when you get your first waist trainer because the results are so much better if you don't. Some people swear by extenders. I just want to tell you where I fall in on that. For me, personally me, which I was against measuring myself. So I actually guessed, I knew my torso, had an idea that I had a medium torso because my sister helped me with that. But I hadn't actually measured myself. So what I like about the extenders is if you choose the wrong size, like it's too small, the extenders will take you up a size. So by having two extenders on, this is now a size medium waist trainer for me. I also think it's great to kind of break in the waist trainer and slowly try to help you stretch it out a little bit. So some people don't like the extenders, but here's my thing. What's the purpose of getting a waist trainer that you're gonna have to like bust open your shoulders to put on, or someone else is helping you and may bust open their shoulders? Because it's a lot of shoulder work to put it on by yourself, right? Or even if somebody else, so if you have arthritis or if you have had shoulder surgery or anything wrong with your shoulder, you're going to want somebody else to help you put this trainer on every day. But I know most of us want to feel responsible for our journey without having to ask other people. So this is why I like the extenders. If you messed up your measurements or you can't quite get it to stretch yet, instead of popping those shoulders, put on an extender. When I got the large, initially I started off with both extenders. Within 2 days, I realized I only really need one. And then I started working the hoops until I was just on the large waist trainer itself. And then I went through the 3 rows for that. I like extenders. I think it's good to invest. Waist trainers are not cheap. Like really good waist trainers are not cheap. And I think LUXX curves, they do like a bundle deal when you get the extender with a waist trainer. So for me, in my journey, I'll always have the extenders because I just think that it's smarter. My biggest thing when I start anything that has to do with fitness is before setting any goals, I focus on consistency. How can I be consistent if I can't get the trainer on? So if you're new to this and you're thinking about doing LUXX curves or any company that also has extenders, I would get them. I think these are like maybe like $18 or something with the bundle. You know what I mean? Like I would get them. Personally, I was super, super excited to get them. And if you stay with your same torso measurements, you can use your same set of extenders for a while. I still purchased a brand new set because my first set, at least one of them, went through a whole lot where the other one is practically brand new. So for me, I think extenders is just the way to go. If you guys want to see how it looks from the back too. Okay, that's how my small, medium waist trainer looks. So I think it's a great investment. I think since they bundle it for you, take advantage of the savings. And if you don't need them, you have them as a backup. Like I said, our torso areas, everything can fluctuate over time. So maybe this summer you're doing a lot of eating out and a lot of drinking, and now your trainer's not fitting like it used to. Bam, boom, bam, you got the extenders. I think the only issue with the extenders is if you go up too many sizes, like your waist trainer is huge and then you also bought extenders, then you have a problem because then they're going to be useless for you. But most people I have found from being in our Facebook support group, most people tend to go by their actual measurements, and when that waist trainer comes, it's generally super, super tight, too tight for them to put it on. Remember, anything you're doing, it should feel safe too. So even this morning, putting on this waist trainer for the first time with the 2 extenders, when I first put it on the first loop, I could get my hands through it, so I knew it was kind of loose, so I needed to go over one more. And it's still super comfortable, so it should never feel like it's like you can't breathe. If you get to a point where you can't breathe, then you're doing something wrong with your waist trainer. Talk to your personal trainer, talk to your primary physician. I always say, be safe when you're trying anything new or whatever. So that's my feelings on it. I feel like extenders are a great investment. I don't have a problem with it. I know some people do. Some people say the results are so much better. But I say if you're new to waist training, focus less on the results and focus more on being consistent first. And in order to be consistent, you need to be able to get into this thing and not like make yourself sore from it, because sometimes I do get like a little bit of shoulder pain. Another thing to remember with waist trainers, especially when they're brand new, especially this LUXX curves one, the perfect curves, is that if you get upset while you have this thing on or while you're trying to put this thing on, it's gonna fight you. Okay, so you have to stay super duper calm. And the same thing if you're trying to take it off. I've had a couple days where something upsetting is happening and this thing was holding on for dear life. Like it was holding on for dear, dear, dear life. So just remember that. So to extenders, I say yes, do it. Hold on, I don't know why I dropped it on the ground. I say like it's worth every penny. I like having them. I feel like my main focus is being consistent, but I'm still slowly going down in sizes. So it's just about it. If you have experience with waist training, maybe you don't want extenders. But if you're new, I'm just saying, even if you're going by your size charts and your measurements, chances are when you get that perfect curves trainer, you're gonna have a very difficult time getting it on. Even your husband, your man, your partner may have a very difficult time helping you in it. And I think the more that we can take control of our own fitness journey, is the more we can stay consistent. Because like, what if your husband is away on a business trip or something? Then how you gonna get in this? So I like the extenders. Shout out to LUXX Curves. Like I said, I'm starting off with them and so far I'm pretty happy with them. I'm down at least 4 inches, but according to the way how this trainer is fitting, maybe I'm even down more, because I really thought, maybe I'm pushing it, trying to do this trainer already. But honestly, from the way how it's feeling, it's actually feeling like I could go over one more loop, but we'll see tomorrow how I feel. I'm super duper comfortable. I already know how the game is played and I'm feeling good. So like I said, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible in my waist training journey with you. If this speaks to you or if you have questions, positive questions, like reach out to me and I'll answer the best I can. I'm just sharing my experiences. I'm not telling people to waist train or to not waist train. And honestly, I am not going to have the verdict out on waist training. I think in the fall, maybe end of September, maybe beginning of October, I'll let you guys know if I really thought waist training was worth doing. So right now, I'm a slow and steady wins the race person. I'm not trying to make any assumptions about it, but right now I feel good doing it. And I can tell you this, I was having lower back pain before I started waist training, and now I don't have that problem. So if you at least have back pain, this baby will really help you. All right, it's KJM. It is hump day, and I'm hoping that this is helpful to everybody. Like I said, if you're doing it by yourself, get rubber gloves to help you. This is what I use to open jars when I can't open them with my hands. So I was like, if that helps me grip a jar, this should help me grip the trainer. Get you the rubber gloves, especially if no one's around to help you. Honey, you would thank me later. All right, one love. You guys be great. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, if you're not following me on TikTok, if you're not following me on IG, you need to be doing so. I am covering wigs, waist trainers. I'm covering just about everything that I possibly can that I think will be helpful to you guys. All right, thank you for all your support. One love, and I'm out. Oh, I'm really pretty in pink today. Shout out to Colored Rain Cosmetics and Lucky Charm.